And focus. All right, how's it going, everyone? We're going to be talking about multiplication using an area model. So I made these little area models, these little rectangles right here, and I broke them up into little units. And so let's pretend, let's put this in some real world context here. So let's pretend that I am going to be putting new tile in my house, and I want golden tiles in my house, and I'm going to use them. And so I'm going to put them all in my house. And so this is the dimensions of my house right here. So if I'm looking straight down at my house, this is what it looks like. And so the length of my house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units long. And the width of my house is 1, 2, 3. So it is 3. And so I'm going to use a little bit of geometry. And I know that the area of a rectangle, which my house is just the length of my rectangle times the width of my rectangle right here. So it will be 3 times 15, and that should, or 3 times 5, excuse me, is 15. So that should give me the total number of tiles that I need, which is 15. And just to double check, I'm just going to count them very quickly just to make sure that, this is correct. So the length of this side, or the width times the length. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And there we have it. I need 15 golden tiles to fill up my entire house. And because it is all about luxury. But then, using an area model, we can use the same model to kind of change things up a bit. So let's pretend that my wife comes home and she sees all these golden tiles and she says, I hate it. I do not want the bathroom in golden tiles. I want our bathroom to be in green tiles. So our bathroom is right here in our house. So let's put our little wall up to separate our living space and our bathroom. And don't tell me why. We just have 2 rooms in our house. I don't know where our kids are going to sleep, or we're going to sleep, but we have our bathroom and we have our living area right here. And she says, well, I want our bathroom to have green tiles. I do not want golden tiles in my bathroom. You can keep your golden tiles in the rest of the house. And I say, great, okay, all right, since I'm a loving, understanding husband, but I still need to go and purchase some tiles. So we're going to look at this. This is still my same house, and it's still the same dimensions. This whole side is still 5, but our bathroom is only 2 units long. And then if I add that, and then our living space is 1, 2, 3 units long. And so if I add those together, 2 plus 3, I get my entire length of my house. And the width of my house is still 3 units long. 1, 2, 3. So what we are going to do is I'm going to show you how to figure out how many tiles I need using this method, where my wife wants green tiles in the bathroom and I get gold tiles. So we're going to go back to the distributive property. So to find this rectangle right here, this green bathroom rectangle, it is going to be 3 times 2, right? And to find this golden rectangle, it's going to be 3 times 3, or it's going to be 3 times 5. So let's think about it like this: 3 times 5. Well, I don't have a 5 here, but I have a 2 and I have a 3. I don't have a 5, I have a 2 and a 3. So let's just keep that the same. So it's 3 times my 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3. Okay, so that looks a little different, but I can use the distributive property to help me solve this. So 3 times 2, so I can separate it, and then 3 times 3, right? So I can say, well, 3 times 2 plus 3 times 3, because this rectangle is 3 times 2, and this rectangle is 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3. Okay, so, and then if I added these two rectangles together, I should still get 15. So let's just check to see. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times 3, which is 9. And lo and behold, look at that. It's still 15 tiles in my house. Well, my brother, he has the exact same dimensions in his house, but he sees that we have tiles, green tiles and golden tiles in our house. And he also wants them, but his house is designed a little bit differently. Instead of his bathroom being over here, he has one long bathroom. Don't tell me why. He's an odd fellow. In the back of his house. One long bathroom in the back. Okay, and I'll separate it out here so you can really see it. Okay, now, and so his wife sees the green tiles and wants the green tiles in their bathroom as well, back here, and he also wants the golden tiles in his living room. And his house is the exact same dimensions as mine. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units across the top, just like this. And then there's 1, 2, 3 units down the width of his house. But it's divided up a little bit differently. So across the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And then along the side of the house, we have 2 units, right? It's 1, 2 units plus a 1 unit, okay? So let's use what we know about finding the area of a rectangle, the area of our entire place here. And so it really is this side times this side. So, well, what is this side? Well, this side is 2 plus 1, right? So this side is 2 plus 1, and this side is 5, so we times that by 5, okay? So then what we can do is we can then use the distributive property again. So I can say, well, this is 5 times 2, and this is 5 times 1. I can bring this 5 and multiply it to both numbers here. So I can take my 2, and I times it by 5, and then I add it to my 1 times 5, okay? And then I should get the same, but let's just figure it out. So 2 times 5, which is 10, plus 1 times 5, which is 5, and that, lo and behold, equals 15, the same area as as my house. So how does this all work? So what we're doing is we're taking the area of these little squares, of these rectangles, okay, and we're adding them together. So I'm taking 2, see, this is 2 units, this golden area is 2 units, times the 5, and that's right here, 2 times 5, plus the 1 unit times the 5 going across, and that is right here, see, the 1 times the 5. And then I'm just adding this one plus this area plus this area, and then I get the entire area of my house. So I know how many tiles I need to buy. I need to buy 15 tiles for my house. But I need to buy, looks like 1, 2, 3, 5 green tiles and 10 yellow golden tiles. So hopefully this helps you figure out multiplication using some area models. It's going to be a little bit more complicated the next time. This is just part 1 of area models, and the next one is going to be part 2, and we get a little bit more in depth and a little bit more complicated. But hopefully this helps. See you guys later.